So it is 2025 and there's so many superhero games out there yet to release. So in this video, we're going to cover the top 10 most anticipated superhero games for 2025 and beyond. If you did like the content, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below what your top 10 or your most anticipated superhero game is. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first game on my list is Insomniac's Marvel Wolverine. So this game is slated for 2026 release, which then prompts me to believe we should be getting a trailer sometime in 2025. So the funny thing is we have a PlayStation State of Play that has been rumored to be taking place in February, and it is coming from a reputable source known as Nate the Hate. So he's got a track record of always being accurate with his leaks and etc. So he's actually the guy who leaked the Nintendo's Switch 2 review date. So, you know, put that in comparison. So he's been doing this for years and he's quite reputable. So I believe if this is to happen like he says, we should be getting a trailer in 2025, which kind of makes sense to me. And then we should be getting a release in 2026, just like we've seen with the recent Ghost of Yote's trailer, which dropped last year, and now it is slated for 2025 release. We should have the same thing with Wolverine. So I don't think they're just going to drop a game the same year they dropped the trailer. So they need kind of a year or two gaps. It kind of makes sense by this roadmap. 2026, we should be getting a Marvel Wolverine. Worst case scenario is the game gets pushed back to 2027, which I think is very unlikely. So, because by 2027, Insomniac will be working on the next title known as Marvel Spider-Man 3. So, obviously, 2026 seems very feasible for me. And also I've heard other rumors in regards to Marvel Wolverine that there are going to be other X-Men characters in the game. So Jean Grey seems to have been confirmed. I've been trying to stay away from the leaks because I don't want to spoil the game for myself. My excitement is up in the roof with this one, and February is literally 1 month away. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, fingers crossed. So next on my list is Marvel Spider-Man 3. So we don't really know much about this game because it seems to be quite far away, but regardless, it's still part of the games that I'm looking forward to, and I think a lot of people out there are as well. So Marvel Spider-Man 3, based on Marvel Spider-Man 2, we kind of know who the main villain or antagonist is going to be. Green Goblin, played by Norman Osborn. So if you play the game, the way it ended, he ordered for the G Serum, which then insinuates he's going to take revenge on Spider-Man based on what happened to Harry. So I don't want to spoil it for you guys in case you've not played the game, but if you haven't, what are you doing? But anyways, Marvel Spider-Man 3 is slated for 2028 release, hence why I believe by 2027, Insomniac should be fully focused in making Marvel Spider-Man 3. Another point I do want to elaborate on is Marvel Spider-Man 3's story, because I believe it's going to be an interesting story based on how Marvel Spider-Man 2's story ended. It has a lot of loose ends that are yet to be explained, and obviously we expected a DLC for Marvel Spider-Man 2, which wasn't the case, despite how successful the game was. Based on recent leaks and rumors, the PS6 should be dropping sometime in 2027/2028, which is the usual 7-year gap for each console. So the PS5 did release in 2020. And the PS4 released back in 2013. So that's 7 years gap for each console. So by 2027-2028, we should have a PS6 console. So Marvel Spider-Man 3 will potentially be a PS6 exclusive. We all know Marvel Spider-Man 3 is going to have a huge leap in graphical fidelity, just like we've seen from Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming from Marvel Spider-Man 2018. So I can't wait to get my hands on this game, and I know you lot can't wait as well. So let me know down in the comment section below, how do you think this story is going to unfold? Next on my list is Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. This game is being developed by Skydance New Media and also published by PlayOn. The game is set during World War II, and this game will feature Captain America and Azuri, the Black Panther of 1943. I do believe at the start of the game, the two characters kind of go against each other until they understand that they have one common enemy, being Hydra, and then, you know, they team up against this one common goal. The game will be taking place in World War II, and we will be exploring occupied Paris and secluded Wakanda. So from what I've heard based on my research, there are 4 characters that will be playable. In certain times we'll get to swap characters, but I don't know what the other 2 characters are or what their roles are, but the main protagonist in this game will be Captain America and Black Panther. The game is being directed by Amy Hennig, so she has worked in previous titles like Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. So the game is going to be a linear game, similar to what we've seen in God of War, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, and etc. So it gives you the freedom to explore certain areas, but it's not going to be an open world game. Got our first teaser trailer back in September 2022, and then a story trailer back in March 2024. And ever since then, we've not heard anything substantial from the dev team. I still do believe the game is a 2025 release, but obviously fingers crossed it does not get delayed. Let me know down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts? The next game on the list is Marvel's Blade, and it's being developed by Arcane Leon. They are renowned for titles like Dishonored and Deathloop. The game takes place in Paris, in the quarantine section of Paris, where vampires have emerged and they're terrorizing the city, and then we get to play the role of Eric Brooks, aka Blade, where we then, go around and exterminate vampires. So basically, this game is kind of far away. This is one of the games that the developers did announce way early. So I believe it's a 2027 release game, and also I believe it's going to be on the PS5. Obviously, Xbox has just recently, announced and made it public that they're just, going to be a publisher from now onwards. Most of the games are going to come on PS5, so this game is most definitely going to be a PS5 title. So basically, if you're familiar with the older titles like Dishonored or even the recent Deathloop, you kind of have an idea of what the game is going to be like or what it's going to play like in terms of art style, and I'm kind of more keen to understand what the traversal system is going to be in this game and how quarantined is going to be in Paris, and obviously the enemy types and what we're dealing with basically. So they've not released anything as of yet, so we're kind of waiting to see when the next teaser trailer or the next trailer or gameplay trailer will drop. Obviously, I believe it's a 2027 release, so I expect by 2026 we should have more information. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Blade? I'm just so excited that Blade is finally getting some love, and I can't wait to see him make an appearance in Marvel Rivals. First got announcement trailer during the 2023 Game Awards. It was a cinematic trailer, offering a glimpse of what the game would be like, in terms of atmosphere, settings, and the portrayal of Blade. So it is quite interesting. So we're looking forward to see more from this game. Potentially release further information, maybe a trailer sometime end of the year towards next year. That'll be pretty interesting. So next on the list, we have two games published by EA. So the first one is an Iron Man game developed by EA Motive. It is a single player experience that invites players into the high-tech world of Tony Stark, offering immersive aerial combat and extensive tech customization, capturing the essence of the Iron Man persona. So apparently this game has been confirmed to be open world, which kind of makes sense. Obviously I would appreciate if they take lessons or take notes from the Marvel Spider-Man series and they kind of understand what it feels like, traversing in the city and how to make it work and feel right. Okay, so the second game is the Black Panther game, which is being developed by Cliffhanger Games. It is set in an open world Wakanda where players will explore the rich landscape and culture of T'Challa's homeland, engaging in dynamic storytelling that honors the legacy of the Black Panther. So these two games, I believe they kinda far out. So in my opinion, I think these are 2027, 2028 releases. And I do think the studio made a mistake to announce this game way early. So it's similar to what we've seen with Wonder Woman and other games that were announced really early. And fans are kind of irritated now because we are waiting to hear more from these games. But anyways, we know that they are confirmed and they're currently in the works, and we should be getting more information as soon as. Let me know down in the comment section below, do you know anything in regards to this? Feel free to share. So next in line is Wonder Woman. So this game was first revealed back in December 2021 during the Game Awards, and ever since then we haven't heard anything from the dev team. So obviously we've had various news and rumors in regards to what to expect from the game. The gameplay features is gonna have a nemesis system similar to what we've seen from Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, and also it's gonna be an open world exploration where players will step into the world of Wonder Woman in a single-player open-world action game, embarking on a journey to unite the Amazon family with the modern human world. Based on what we know so far, I am very keen to see how the Nemesis system is going to be implemented into this game. So obviously we have the Lasso of Truth, which is going to be part of Wonder Woman's weaponry, and in Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor we had the ring. So I feel like these two objects are going to play alike, where the ring in Shadow of War was to compel the enemies to be your servants or to be part of your army, and the Lasso of Truth in this game could have similar mechanics. So obviously the Nemesis system is going to be in this game as well, so that's why I'm looking forward to it. If you've not played Shadow of War, you will not understand why the excitement behind this game is so buzzing. But anyways, let me down in the comment section below, are you still looking forward to this game? I am heavily excited to see what Monolith has been building this whole time. So next on the list, we have 3 rumored games and honorable mentions that are expected to launch in the nearest future. One of these games is the Invincible game. So here's an overview of what is been so far of this game. So in April back in 2024, Skybound launched a crowdfunding campaign on the Republic platform aiming to raise, between $50,000 and $5 million to support the game's development and marketing. So the campaign successfully surpassed its minimum goal, securing over $440,000 from investors. Now, prior to this campaign, in 2023, Skybound raised about $8 million through a public equity offering, indicating a strong foundation for its project. So the game is being developed by an internal team of approximately 30 industry veterans with experience at companies such as Activision, Amazon Games, Blizzard Entertainment, and Electronic Arts. Robert Kirkman, the creator of Invincible, is also directly involved in the project. The development for the game really commenced back in 2023, and as of early 2025, the project is progressing through its development phases. So, however, specific details regarding milestones and the project's release date have not yet been publicly disclosed. While Skybound has not released an official budget for the Invincible game, industry estimates the AAA game development often range between $50 million to $100 million, depending on the project scope and scale. The funds raised through crowdfunding and previous equity offerings are expected to contribute to this project. But additionally, financing will be necessary to fully realize the game's development and marketing goals. Also, Skybound's approach to funding the game through the crowdfunding, through the fans makes sense, because the only problem is I just don't want to see this game being some kind of a scam. Like, we've seen similar situations in the past where people fund the game and the game just never comes out. That's the other thing that's just keeping me kind of worried. But obviously, it says it has veterans from other studios like Activision, Blizzard, and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of gives me hope that they know what they're doing and this is not a scam or anything. But anyways, we don't have much about this game yet. It's looking exciting. I love the show, so I kind of want to see what they can do with this. I don't know if it's gonna be a AAA game in a sense where you have like a multiplayer with different teams, because there's so many characters within the Invincible universe. So I don't know if this is going to be some kind of a multiplayer. We don't know much as of yet. But with that said, let's go to the next one, which is Venom Lethal Protector. So this game is more of a speculative project by the fans, and also we've had little crumbs here and there, little teasers from Insomniac Games. So obviously this game is slated for a 2025 release based on the roadmap, and it is suggested to be called Venom Lethal Protector, which is referencing back to the 1993 comic series. The game is rumored to continue the narrative of Insomniac Spider-Man series. It's going to feature Venom as the playable character, introduce a carnage-infected New York City, offer a gameplay experience approximately within 8 to 10 hours long. So kind of similar to what we've seen with Miles Morales. So it's gonna be some kind of a spin-off, but not a full title, something in between before they get to the main release, which would be Marvel Wolverine. Since 2023 leak, there have been no official announcements or confirmation from Insomniac Games regarding this project. The studio has maintained focus on its confirmed titles such as Marvel Wolverine. The absence of official information leaves the status of the Venom game uncertain. Industry observers have noted that if the game is indeed targeted for 2025 release, an official reveal could occur in the near future. However, without confirmation, these remain speculative discussions. So, given the lack of official information, details about the funding and the budget for the rumored Venom game are publicly not available. So, with the facts out of the way, coming from a fan's perspective, I see why a Venom game is needed due to Marvel Spider-Man 2 teasing Carnage. And we were expecting to see him as a DLC character, which did not occur. So obviously, if this Venom game is to be a thing, I would see Carnage being the opposition to Venom. So Venom's gonna switch from being the villain to an anti-hero. That's why it's called a lethal protector, because he lethally protects. I think he kills he kills whoever he gets his hands on. So obviously, if this game is to be a thing, Carnage will be the antagonist of this game. You can't argue the fact that Insomniac could fit in Green Goblin, Carnage, Beetle in one game, which is not a surprise, because in the first Spider-Man game 2018, they had the whole Sinister Six in the game, with Dr. Octavius or Dr. Octopus being the main villain. And in Marvel Spider-Man 2, they had Kraven, Venom, Mr. Negative. He had a boss fight with Miles Morales before he switched to being the good guy now. Do you know what I mean? So we also had Sandman, Lizard, Vulture, and Scorpion, which were killed by Kraven. So there were a lot of villains in the game. So I'm not surprised if Insomniac is going to put all these villains in Marvel Spider-Man 3, and Venom might even end up not being a thing. But I do believe Venom is in the cooks, because there are there's so many hints and indications that do suggest so. And obviously, RIP to Tony Todd. I believe if this game is coming out, then he must have already recorded all the parts that were needed to make this game happen. But anyways, these are all speculations. Let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are. And let's get to the next one. So the next one is basically up in the air. So we know EA is making 2 games which have been confirmed and announced to be in the works, but there is a third game that hasn't been revealed yet. So this third game has had fans speculating on what the third game would be. In my opinion, I was gonna say Hulk, because I know a Hulk game has been done before, and most of the games we're playing now are games that have already been done before, so there is a roadmap or a type of a blueprint to follow through. But also, I've seen speculation saying that it is going to be Thor, and saying why Thor is the better candidate in terms of gameplay, customization, and etc. In my opinion, I believe both characters could fit right in. Okay, so Thor, obviously for traversal purposes, I think he might be the better character, but at the same time, I know Hulk can have cool traversal around the map as well. So, you know, he's got a super jump, he's got a, you know, speed, he can run really fast and etc. So I don't know how EA is gonna play this one. I don't know what the third character is gonna be. These are all speculations, but more people seem to be leaning towards Thor as the candidate. I personally would love Hulk to be the candidate for the third game. But anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are in regards to the whole topic, and what game are you looking forward to the most in 2025. Me personally, I'm looking forward to Marvel Wolverine. As we are approaching to the State of Plays event, I would like to see a Marvel Wolverine's gameplay or trailer, and then by 2026 I want to get my hands on these claws. And also, if the Venom game is to be a thing, Insomniac, what are you waiting for? Drop this game so we can get our hands, you know, swinging across New York City as Venom and causing chaos. With that said, if you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are in regards to the whole topic. And obviously, it's your boy Skadoosh. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna make more top 10, so let me know down in the comment section below what you want to see to be covered next. And with that said, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. We out.